Hello, I'm VX and welcome back to Seed Sunday. This is the weekly series I run on my channel where I show you seeds for Minecraft which are particularly interesting and worth checking out in some way. And today's seed I came across purely by chance. The first random seed I typed in off the day came up with one of the best survival Minecraft seeds I've ever laid eyes on. It's a Minecraft seed which spawns you right in a village and gives you all of the things you need for a great Minecraft run if you're doing any form of challenge run or even just survival Minecraft or even just anything where you want a lot of Minecraft villages or a stronghold which is slightly above the water. There's lots of very strange, interesting things about this seed, and today I wanted to show off all of them in today's video, which I hope you all do enjoy. So if you like Seed Sunday, like this video, let me know. But first of all, let's dive straight into the seed, which is going to be on screen right now. If you type in that Minecraft seed to the game, you're going to spawn right here in a plains biome, which is always a good thing, right? You have access to meat, you have access to sheep, you have access to all the animals, including horses, etc. But as a little bit of a nice bonus, you also get cats here because you're next to a village. So all of these different animals, there's even a rabbit next to spawn it seems, all these different things all in one place. It's a super nice spawn, but you're going to want to head straight from spawn to a village because literally 15 seconds after spawning you can be in a Minecraft village with their whole economy, all their free things, even some sugarcane right there. All the things that you might want from a Minecraft village are found right over here, but because of the fact that this map is so huge and because it contains mostly biomes which can contain villages, you're just going to find village after village after village. And to give a good example of that, if we go to the northeast for example, all it takes is a couple hundred blocks, and then we find ourselves a giant lava pit, like a really, really big one for the desert, which is always a useful thing to have in survival, as you all do know. But even if we just, head a little bit to the east of that, we find ourselves another village. So two villages pretty close by. It's not that amazing by itself, right? What is amazing is the fact that this one is kind of on a hill, so it's a pretty interesting village, in the generation, in the fact that it has a blacksmith, which does contain some pretty good loot, 3 diamonds and some iron armor and an iron pickaxe. That's a really good start to survival world. You've got an iron pickaxe, a diamond sword, and a diamond shovel if you want to use your last diamond on that. But then head a little bit north of here, and although you head into a forest biome, just at the edge of that forest there is a plains biome into a right into a iceberg biome, which is a really interesting thing to see. And it means that you have a bit of a village going into that biome. You can see literally right here how this happens. It's fascinating to me that there is a Minecraft has a way to handle when villages generate into iceberg biomes. It's something we've learned from this. It covers it in snow. Interesting to see, right? Like it's a Minecraft village that literally goes into an iceberg and is pretty spread out compared to a normal village. Like all the houses are far apart. These guys don't trust each other. They're from the north, you can tell. But yeah, it's a really interesting thing where like, oh yeah, so 3 Minecraft villages just in the off side of spawn. But if you head to the good side of spawn, which in my opinion is the southeast, so again, you can head to the north if you want a couple villages, some lava pits. You can head straight to the south if you want to find one village. But if you head to the kind of southwest kind of direction, what you're going to find is immediately a desert temple and a village. So like, oh, look at this. 3 desert temple, 4 chests of loot that can contain anything. It's randomly generated each time you load up the seeds, so you could try a few times if you wanted to guarantee you got something like an enchanted golden apple. But like even on this random chance right here, we get some emeralds. We've gotten 3 saddles there. We've gotten 3 sets of horse armor, and we've gotten a free diamond as well. Sometimes you get enchanted books, sometimes you get emeralds, sometimes you get all these different super rare things, diamonds even. And yeah, 4 chances of that before we really walked anywhere is amazing. Then we have another village to play around with. I mean, you've already got one, so you probably got your village stuff, out of the way there. So you head to the east after your 4th village, and you realize that, there hasn't been a village in like, what has this been, like 5 seconds? What an outrage. And the game is like, yeah, you're right, it has been a full 5 seconds of flying, admittedly like 30 seconds on the ground. Here is another Minecraft village, and you know what? You probably want another desert temple with that too, right? So there you go, another desert temple, another village, more lava for making, lava pits or whatever, for going to the nether really easily. And this blacksmith, by the way, even has And this village, by the way, even has its own blacksmith. These are, kind of rare in desert villages. But here we go. Here is 4 diamonds. Here's a iron pickaxe. Here is 3 bits of, iron, some gold, and even some trees. Which, again, when you're this far away from, like a proper forest biome, because obviously that's a savanna biome, that's going to be a problem. Then we head to the north a little bit more, and what is this? Is this another Minecraft village? You better believe it is. And this village is a really intriguing one, because, most desert villages are pretty similar in all the buildings. Like, they're not the same, but they're similar. You'll always notice when you have a blacksmith on one of these tall buildings, but this one has one that I very rarely spot. It's perhaps one of the rarest desert buildings, or at least in practice is, because it is kind of this interesting little deserty castle. I love the design of it, and also you're going to love the fact that on the inside you get a free brewing stand and a free chest filled with some food and some redstone, if that's your thing. If you're a redstone person but you hate mining, then I mean, I guess you probably don't do survival redstone, but this seed also has you covered at least for a little bit. And then you know what you're thinking right now is, we got a new village, but I kind of want another desert temple to go along with that. Guess what? Seed's got you covered. There's another desert temple just to the northwest over there. So that's another 4 chances at some, free saddles, free horse armor, free diamonds, free enchanted books, free emeralds. It's random each time you generate the seeds. So again, bear in mind that if I show something, it's not exactly what you'll get. But then you're thinking, we need another village next to that. Yeah, we do. You're right. Here's another Minecraft village. Guess what? Got you covered there. And yeah, this is the kind of continuous push towards the south and the west. If you, we've gone a little bit north for this, but you see how if you go south and west, you just seem to find village after village after village, especially in the deserts. Like all of the ones in this part of the seed are just all desert villages, so hope you like those. And yeah, it seems as though this one's even like, yeah, you know how you like desert temples and you like villages? Why not just put them together? Again, this one really helped out in that particular run. Just finding all this loot really helped out in a Minecraft run, no matter how much you intend to use it. And yeah, having it all access to all these crops in the desert and just having all these different villages is a really interesting experience, because different villages means more chances to do, different rare trades, which is something you probably want if you're following the guide on how to crush a villager's economy, at least. Anyway, with that said, now we're going to talk about the fact that as well as all these amazing, sets of loot, we also have some nice biome variations, because personally, I've said before, I love jungles because of the grass. Like, it takes a long time to chop down a jungle. I mean, you can burn it if you want to be that sort of person, but yeah, jungles are an interesting biome to have somewhere near spawn. You don't want them at spawn, I would never say, but having them near spawn is a really good option to have. Better believe we've got a lot of jungle here, so much jungle in fact, that we can head a full 1,000 blocks to the south and the jungle keeps on going. The further away you get from spawn, the bigger biomes seem to get, or at least maybe it's because you're going from the edge of them and that's why the perspective is there, but like jungles especially, like this is a big biome. There is a endless amount of runway for this to generate into, and yeah, this means that even our next point of interest, which is a stronghold, so as you can imagine, it's a couple 1,000 blocks away from spawn, like most strongholds are. The jungle biome has expanded all the way to here. So to just use my on-screen coordinates as an example, you can see just how far this jungle has spread, just how many blocks it covers, just in the direction we were heading to. So if you like the idea of having a huge jungle that feels like it never ends, because obviously every biome in Minecraft does end, but this one, would take literally half an hour to cross in survival without wings. If you want that experience, then one, I've got concerns from you. Maybe you should hit up your local therapist. Maybe, just keep an eye on that one. Make sure you know what's going on there. And two, you obviously also are going to enjoy the fact that at the end of that jungle, you get rewarded handsomely. So you can also get here by boat. You can also just get, you can go around the biome. You can fly. There's all these different ways you can get here. But if you do get to these coordinates, you're going to be rewarded quite nicely with a stronghold. And it's a stronghold which I didn't spot immediately at first. I was like, so it's just the ground, right? Because you see patches of stone on the ground all the time, but then I noticed it like very subtly, like, wait a minute, what's that pattern right there? Again, from above the water, it's very hard to spot, but I did realize it is in fact a stronghold which is on the seabed. So this is erroneous generation, or interesting generation, you see on Bedrock all the time, and yeah, because of this, you can get straight into the stronghold if you want to show you it in night vision mode, because obviously things always look better like that. This is the amount of stronghold you can see from the surface. It's not the entirety of it, and it's not the end portal, like sometimes generates. You often see the end portal in the ocean by itself. In this case, you get the full stronghold experience, which includes all of the free stronghold loot, with chests like this one all over the place, offering free iron, apple, boots, etc. For some reason, there's a giant slime in here, so I guess it's a slime chunk or whatever. But yeah, you're going to find all sorts of things around this stronghold, including more boots, because you know what you need in Minecraft? You need lots of boots. The game is telling you very subtly, like, hey, your shoes suck, you need to fix those. Also, library, always good chance for free enchantments. If you haven't been listening to the free enchantment thing so far, then maybe you won't appreciate that the fact that this chest has feather falling and quick charge and multi-shot, super rare enchantment there. All these different fun things. There's even a second opportunity to get stuff like impaling or fire aspect. Stick to that first one actually. And then finally, the end portal, which in my opinion is quite appropriately located at like the bottom of a staircase. This is always the dramatic entrance you want to a end portal room. But yeah, this end portal room also has 2 IF enders already placed in there. This isn't super rare. It's like if you had 30 end portals generate from 30 separate strongholds, maybe 1 and sometimes 2 will generate with 2 IF enders. But still, the fact that you have this kind of happen, it's still a nice bonus. It means you only need 10 to beat the game, which means in addition to all the free stuff the game is giving you on the surface, down here, you also get a little bit of a break because you don't have to dig to the stronghold. You're going to know exactly where it is because it's easy to spot from the surface, and because of the fact that you get yourself 2 nice little iron enders. Also, it seems as though there's like a cave on the other side of this, an underwater cave. It's a very, very strange thing going on there. But yeah, it seems as though on this side as well. Yeah, there's underwater caves on all sides of this end portal room, which maybe you find interesting. Like, I've seen the end portal room generate in caves before, but I've never seen it generate in half underwater caves. Well, I mean, underwater caves in general, but also these half underwater caves. It's a very strange experience that maybe you're going to enjoy, or maybe you're going to find confusing. But yeah, you can dig from part of the stronghold to another part via the underwater bits, if that's what you want to do. I don't know why that's what you want to do, but you know, again, I'm not here to judge you. I'm just here to tell you what you can and can't do. And what you can totally do is you can check out this seed for all these amazing things that you're going to find on it. So yeah, I hope you did all enjoy this video. There's so many things I'd love to show you, like around that map. You can see the huge ravine. You can see there's like mini ravines. There's bits of the map where you can jump straight down to Diamond Lair. Multiple parts of that. Even here in the jungle, you can see here's like a vine-covered ravine, which I think is a really quirky thing to see. There's so many amazing points like this in the map as I was exploring it, but I do want to keep today's video at least somewhat brief because Seed Sunday's been getting bigger and bigger recently. Let me know if that's a trend that you like, because again, a lot of people enjoying the Seed Sundays series. Let me know if you like the fact that we're getting longer and more detailed, or if you want to see the more basic overview of like what makes this seed amazingly exceptional. None of this like slightly exceptional stuff. We need amazingly exceptional. Let me know if that's what you feel in the comments. And yeah, thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you did all enjoy it, and I hope you check out this seed because it's one I think you're gonna like. So yeah, turn on that bell if you want to see more Toy Cat videos. Even if you don't like notifications, I turn off all notifications for most things, I would say. You can still turn it on and then like turn off YouTube notifications, and it just lets YouTube know like it's basically a super subscribe. I know that's silly, I know that's a strange system, but even if you don't have notifications on, turn on notifications so that it shows up higher in your subscriptions, if that's what you'd like. If you think, you know, actually, I'd rather see less of these videos, you can also unsubscribe. That's a good way to turn down the ratio. But hopefully, now you know how to be more in control of your own subscription feed, and maybe see some more Seed Sundays. But yeah, thank you very much for watching this video, regardless, because I'm going to see you all in the next one. Goodbye.